My name is Firoza. So I'm coming from Afghanistan, and I came here around uh, 2024 mid-year. Back home, moving forward on my education side, I did my English literature degree. I got my bachelor's in literature, and right after finishing my school, um, I started my business, and I also did work in a lot of nonprofit organizations. And after a little bit of time passing from my graduation, I moved to Canada. So yeah, I would say I started in Afghanistan. That time I didn't have this name, but I started like in 2022 and in Herat province in Afghanistan. And I started it there. I started making bags, teaching other girls to do it. So my main things there was to have a group of people to teach them, and so everybody could start for their own. I would say if you're in love with what you're doing, it can be very much joyful, even the obstacles, the struggles, and all that. Um, but for me, I really love what I'm doing, and it's something so close to my heart. And so that's why I would say there was and there is a lot of obstacles, a lot of struggles to make my brand improve, make my business improve, and to have it and to keep it continuing. I would say there is a lot of struggle, but I'm glad to have this, and I'm glad to be here and representing my business and my brand with all the hardship. I'm here and I'm willing to go through all of them. So yeah, it
Well,
can be hard, but it can be a lot of a very much proud moment for the person as for me. And yeah, so I would say there is. As you can see, I did put some of my products here. So
mhm.
this red one is so close to my heart because it's my favorite color and my favorite design. And I would say I am proud of the hard work and the hand work that I'm putting in my designs. Not only one of them, but all of them, because all the handwork that goes into it and all the love that I'm putting in it, each one of them are so close to my heart, and I make them with a lot of love, and that's what I'm not gonna choose one, but each design that I make, I keep one for myself. So that's first thing that I do. Each one of them that I make, I make sure to have one of them for myself. So yeah, I love all of them because they're all made by hand, and something that you put like a day or two on it, it can be so close to your heart. So I would say, first of all, let me just bring this. This is the most simple design that I have, right? It was one of the designs that I made, even the first one of the first design that I made back in Afghanistan, and it was the first thing, the first design. I didn't even know that what am I gonna make, and I was not planning on it as a business. I was not planning to sell it. I was not planning to do anything with it, but to gift it to a loved one in my family. So I would say this design, I know it is very simple, but the simplicity and the story behind it, that it was not for sale, not for business purposes, not for nothing, but um, for one of the persons that I love the most, my mom. So I was making this for her. So that's why it's so close to my heart. And I have this design in so many colors. So yeah, I would say this one.
Wow, I
And the
think the
name
most
of this design is Elara.
should
So
start.
I would say that let's start from, as I said, it was not a business idea. I was not planning to sell it or anything like that. So as I graduated high school, I graduated my university. Um, I was working in a nonprofit organization, as I mentioned. But when the everything government in Afghanistan collapsed and all the opportunities for women were banned and closed, and we had to sit at home. So I was without a job, without a school, without anything, any even hobbies at home, because everything got shut down on women. And it was a very depressed year in my life. So that was the time that I started making. I didn't have that much money either, because I was 1 year. I didn't have any job. I didn't had any income. So I had a little bit of savings. I spent a little bit of money. I got myself like some beads and some stuff. So I learned this back in high school. This was something that they taught us in high school in simple things, not in making bags, but I turned it to make bags out of it too. So because it was a very depressed year in my life and I didn't had a lot to do to make myself satisfied and to that would be something that I have an achievement. So I started making a bag. And when I started one, two, three, four, for my friends, for my sisters, for neighbors, for everybody, I gifted to them. So everybody was saying they are so beautiful and that you can just start selling them. So from there, it started giving me hope. And I started to teach it to my sisters, to teach it to my neighbors, and make a group and make get some women to work on it as well. Because not only me, there were a lot of women without a job, without an income. So this was something that gave me hope that this I still can do something, make them at home, sell them online, by friends, by the community, by the women in my community. They would support me. So this is where it came from. And when I came to Canada, again, I'm not gonna say how it was when I came to Canada. Everything was colorful, everything was amazing. When I came to Canada again, it was a big change in my life, and I had to start everything from scratch. And at that time, I wasn't even thinking about my making my bags. But the whole year that I was sitting at home, again without a job, and it just came to my mind that I can do something with making some beads. But still, I didn't go for it. Then I went to a course or two, did some volunteering and all that. And then after that, I realized I still want to go back to what I was doing. I still want to give life to what gave life to me and what gave hope to me. So that's why I started it here too, and I'm hoping to make it something big. So after I made one for my mom and myself, I made for my friends, my sisters, all of them one bag as a gift. I didn't sell
Oh,
them to it. Yeah, so I made one for all of them, and they would see me that I'm making it and putting my hard work to it. When my father would see me that I'm so focused, I'm sitting there like for 5 6 hours back to back, and I'm not moving. I'm just making the bag. He would get upset, and he would say, "Just stand up, leave that there. You don't have to do it. Just stop doing that. That's not something good for you," because he was worried about my back, my the pain and all that. So and I'm getting tired. So he was like, "Don't do it." But then it was something that I was passionate about, and everybody encouraged me that, yeah, this is something valuable and this is something that most of people would like. And that was, I would say, support of the family and friends that
nice.
they believed in me. Yes. Then after that, I started going for it. Mhm. So Vanira's mission is to encourage self-care, confidence, and most importantly, inner peace through meaningful products that are made with a lot of love and care. So that I would say that's my mission to encourage everybody, especially girls and women, in places that they live with less to minimum to no opportunities, to encourage them to do self care, to be confident, and to find their inner peace. It can be in anything. It can be doing anything, learning anything. So for now, I'm very much focused on making bags. Yes, but it can be Lunera is planning to go for accessories in including accessories in the brand too. So I would say the biggest achievement for me is I'm personally I know money is important, but for me the um it more important is the sentimental value that the thing has. So I would say starting this business back in 2022, um, although it was not a proper business, but it was I took a step for it. From that time until now, I have learned a lot. I have changed a lot. I have grown a lot. Um, and all that growth and all that love that I get from my community, the women, my friends, my family, that's something that I value and I value the most in my life, I would say. And I'm sure if I did not had this business and I did not had this brand, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So I would say this is one of the biggest milestones or the biggest things that I achieved throughout the years that I have been doing this. So I would say, although here I didn't started teaching other people, as I mentioned, back in 2022 that I started this. So first thing that I was doing it to teach to other women, so they could also support themselves, and they could also start it as a hobby and turn it to something that it will help them in their life too. And I would say it is something that brings community together, brings people together, and it's something that make people talk to each other. Oh, you see this? What is this? What is the story behind it? And I'm very glad to be here today to share the story behind it. If you look at it from afar away, you would say this is just a product. But when you share the value behind it and when you share why are you doing this, I'm sure it will engage the community support and the community people to come together and support each other. Not 10%, but 20% of it goes to the women back in Afghanistan. So
Oh,
I would say back in Afghanistan, I was a part, my mother, as I mentioned her, she had a nonprofit organization for the past 15 years, and it is still there. So I'm hoping to get that much fund to make people support people, especially women there, to give them a kickstart for a small business. I would say one of the person that I know there, they started tailoring, and she is my friend, and from the benefit that I get from this, 20% goes to her or women like her to start their own business that I know they have idea, that I know they have potential in themselves, and they are gonna do something for themselves, for their family and friends and community. So 20% of the brand is going to them. So I would say, although the first year was so hard, but now in the second year, I would say being a refugee, it can be hard in a lot of ways. But when you see other refugees and other people in the community struggling and doing their best, I would say making communication with some refugees and some places like um, Jumpstart, some other organization, and some like the refugee marketplaces that they offer. I would say the communicating with them was a huge help, and they guided us. The refugee community guided me to where to go, where to share the product, where to showcase it. So I would say being a refugee is hard, but supporting my business as a refugee was something that again had a huge impact on my social improvement, my community improvement, my business improvement, and my personal improvement. Yeah, that would be a great idea to have a partner included in it when it goes bigger. Um, and my refugee experience has and taught me that having a partner is a good thing. Not yet. But I did collaborate. It's not continued, but I did a few collaboration with some brands that are also so new, working in like Ruhani, working in Indians, selling Indian clothes. It's like an Indian clothes and accessories brand, and also another brand which is also very new, like three months, 4 months old brands. They're making jewelry, and we just collaborate with each other to be engaged in some events in bazaar and bazaars that are in Calgary happening. So we do collaborate with each other to go and be there. And there are some organization that I am planning to go collaborate with them, and I'm just waiting for answers. But I would say there are some small brands like 3 months old, 4 months old. They're also so new, selling jewelries, clothes, and they're also like festive in colorful things, and they our values match, our products match. So that's the thing that make us collaborate. So I am very mindful of sourcing my material, sourcing the packaging, and working with reasonable supplies where whenever that is possible. And I very aim to grow sustainably and intentionally. So the first year that I came, I didn't start it just like that because I didn't know where to get my from supplies, where to get my packaging supplies, and all that. So I would say I did and I do a lot of research to get the everything that I do to be sustainable and to grow sustainability within the brand and to make it accessible for everybody. I hope Lunera grows into a trusted brand that people associate with comfort, care, confident, and inner peace. I really see Lunera expanding its products range, as I mentioned before, to include accessories as well. And I'm to build a strong community and possibly creating job opportunities for others. I would say believe in your ideas, even you think it's silly. Start very small and don't let fear stop you. Your story is a strength, not a weakness. So that's coming from my heart, and I would say it's something that a lot of people will relate to. So I would say success means impact in helping people feel seen, supported, and inspired. So success means that for me, and that's something I would like to advocate for. Patience, patience, patience. I do, and it's still under construction, and it's lunira.ca, and you can find my website and my social media with that. I would say I want to share that Lunira is about hoping, healing, and creating something beautiful out of resilience. And I hope it reminds people that they deserve care and gentleness. I would say Lunira is still growing, just like me. And I would say the journey is about learning and staying true to the purpose. And that's it. And thank you so much.